Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. I'm doing a video today talking about cryptocurrency. Just some news, some excitement, some things I've been doing. So Bitcoin touched 9,000 today, 9,000 US dollars. That's a big milestone. It was rejected around, I think it's on some markets it touched 9,100, but it was rejected and then fell fairly dramatically over the last few hours. The TA guys that I follow are all kind of pointing towards Bitcoin falling down to 6,000 range, maybe even 5,600, before kind of rallying and pushing back to higher highs. That prediction is short-term bearish, long-term bullish, and I'm excited. I'm acquiring Bitcoin, but I'm waiting for the perceived dips before I do that. And so in June I'll be buying, if you guys follow my channel, you know I invest monthly into silver or crypto. This month in June I'll be buying Bitcoin. And also, in other news, EOS is doing great. EOS was like around $2 US per token very recently. And that might have been January. I don't have the chart in front of me, but it might have been January. And then now, today it was at $8 US per token. And that's amazing. And so I've got people starting to come to me and get excited about crypto and asking questions. And that tells me that sentiment is dramatically shifted from where it was in January. And actually, on that note, in January I did a little on a sticky pad. I wrote a note to myself, prediction for where cryptocurrency would be by the end of the year. And I had to kind of laugh this morning because I was looking at my Bitcoin prediction. I said 5,000 US dollars by the end of 2019, and like I said, today we touched 9,000. So clearly that was on the low side. But EOS, I wanted to talk about EOS. On EOS, there's something new that you probably, if you're in EOS, you probably already know about, but I looked into finally and took action on. It's the Resource Exchange. So EOS has long had a problem since the mainnet launched, where businesses that use the network require more RAM than they have access to. RAM allows transactions on the blockchain, and I think RAM is the resource that they require. There are 3 resources that the network gives token holders, and those resources allow you to, essentially use the blockchain. So companies that run dApps on the blockchain require these resources, which means they require the EOS tokens. And that's been a problem because as the companies grow, they can't keep up with they don't have enough resources. And then the token goes up in value and they can't buy enough resources. So then along comes a resource exchange, which allows all users who are not using their full allotment of resources to rent them, to lease them, I guess is the way to put it. You can earn revenue from your tokens, from your EOS tokens, by allocating your EOS tokens to the resource exchange, REX. You get these REX tokens, and then the REX exchange is essentially, it is a smart contract. So when you enter your EOS into the smart contract, they're secure, they're safe, and you get these REX tokens in exchange. Meanwhile, anybody who wants the resource allotments that are allowed from your EOS tokens that are in that pool, they can buy them or rent those tokens. Rent the resource allotments that come from your tokens. And so in this way, the REX smart contract generates rental revenues for all people who have REX tokens. And now, as of yesterday, I've put most of my tokens, not all, because you need to have some RAM and some net for yourself, but I put most of my tokens into that smart contract. It seems awesome. It seems it seems, first of all, it's a passive form of income. Second of all, it seems entirely secure because you can't remove the REX tokens from the smart contract. They're just erased when somebody cashes out their EOS. And there's never any EOS leaving without REX being destroyed. So, and yet there's always new EOS coming into the platform because of these rental fees. And so you've got this growing pool of EOS and a fixed amount of, or not a fixed, but more slowly growing pool of REX. So anybody who holds REX today is going to be able to exchange those REX for EOS later at a greater rate, increased rate of return than when you put them in. So you make a profit, in short. You make a profit just by holding REX. You make a profit by lending out your resources. It's awesome. I'm doing it. It's not gonna make me rich overnight, but like all things cryptocurrency, and like I'm always saying on this channel, you get on blockchain, you start blogging on Steam it, you start playing Magic Dice, you start playing, tracking your steps with ActiveFit, you put your Steam tokens in the REX smart contract. There's a million ways with blockchain that you can earn cryptocurrency daily, passively. Sometimes it requires a little bit of work, but you stack and you stack at a time like today where these tokens are valued, I think, less than they'll be in the future. And then you're just laughing, guys. This is how we prepare in the winter, so we're ready in the spring. And it's already, the spring's coming. That's what I'm saying with the Bitcoin prices. It's happening faster than I thought. We're seeing Bitcoin at $9,000 today. And yeah, we're gonna have a little dip, but we're gonna see higher highs in the future. We're going to see a return to previous highs, 20,000 and beyond. Bull sentiment seems to be returning. General people who are not in crypto are asking me questions. That is a sign of bull sentiment changing. So I encourage you to get educated if you haven't already. Bitcoin is there's only 21 million of them. There's never going to be more of them, which makes it resistant to the inflation that is standard within any sort of fiat system. And as a result of the monetary inflation that results from governments like America and Canada just printing money willy-nilly, you will see that fixed assets like Bitcoin, like housing, like land, like silver, like gold, they go up in price because the fiat that we're valuing them in, diminishes in value, and you need more of it to buy one Bitcoin. And so it's been said before me, but I'll say it again now, Bitcoin will be $1 million one day, but it's not because one Bitcoin is quote unquote, worth $1 million. It'll be $1 million because the fiat that we're measuring it is less and less valuable. And that's happening every day as your government prints money to deficit spend, or as the government endorses banks to issue loans to students or to car loans or to whatever to fractionally reserve lend the economy into positive growth. So this is all difficult and deep concepts: monetary inflation, price inflation, hyperinflation. These are all concepts that are underlying what I'm speaking about here. But if you're listening to this video and you don't already understand blockchain, Bitcoin, Steam, the monetary system, get educated now, because there's an opportunity here. And it doesn't have to be monetary. You don't need to come in and buy Bitcoin. You don't need to come in and buy Steam. You can earn these things for free with your time and your attention, doing things like I'm doing right now with this video and this blog. Find me on steemit.com, where I post daily content every day talking about similar topics I usually address on this channel: my finances, my family, and my faith. Have an awesome day, guys. Thank you for your time and attention. And if you have any questions about my price predictions for Bitcoin moving forward, as I said, my previous targets were blown out of the water, or the resource exchange for EOS, or Steam and why I like it and how I use it, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day. God bless.